They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Stallions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball first today. The give to the tailback. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Touchdown Stallions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And it's blocked. Now he can return this. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a crease. It's Ortiz. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Potts. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the short completion brings up second down. Lost to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Potts. Fires to the middle. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ortiz. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. The Stallions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more.
There he goes! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Stallions decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Looking to pass, it's Potts. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15. and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
To the air on second down. He's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the...
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Crosses to 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stallions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Makes the grab. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Quick step and go. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Aggie! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bullock. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stallions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. You've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at...
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room. It's Ortiz. At the 35, he's loose. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Potts. Finds a tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're going to run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Potts. Right on the money. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Bust through behind his pad. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Finding an escape route. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Stallions look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Potts. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That slices the lead to 2. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 31 to Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Big play. Takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Turning it on! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll try it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, man, I mean, you you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the big fella. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Stallions will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bullock. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGowan. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Got him downfield. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not thrilled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the right. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got it again. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Bullock. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He leaves it with his back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will